Hello. I was sitting here thinking, I remember when we could be on social media and everything was just genuine. It wasn't people trying to fill or create a facade or trying to uphold a certain standard for other people, like relationship culture. I remember people could get on social media and post their relationship and there was no judgment behind it. But it's like I feel like where we went wrong is people stop having hope for themselves and start placing their hope in other people. And because you're placing your hope in other people now, those people are feeling like they have a certain image to maintain, And so, girl, from there, it just kind of, just kind of worsened and worsened. Now, people are not too keen on even genuinely posting their lives. Oh my God, I miss when Instagram was just people just posting what the fuck ever. Like, that was such a good time. That was such a good time. I can't lie. But now it's like the energy of Instagram. It's it feels like that parent that you just can't please. Like that person that you're trying your hardest for and you just can't fulfill any happiness within them. And it's like you just can't do anything right in their eyes. That's what the fuck it feel like on Instagram. Like and it's sad because now I feel like the world is more so filled with like hopeful and hopeless people at the same, like people are hopeful and hopeless at the same time. They're not hopeful within their own circumstance, but they're hopeful within somebody else's circumstance. And maybe it's a lack of accountability, probably because it's like they don't, because something does not work out, they can just go ahead and bash that other person for it, opposed to them not paying attention to what's not working out within their relationships and bashing themselves for whatever it is that they're not doing right. Nobody should ever bash anybody. That's just that. But the reality of it is a lot of people are going to be mad regardless when it comes to certain outcomes. So I feel like maybe people feel like it's best if they place their standards and expectations on other people opposed to themselves. And that's why it's just weird now. That's why social media really isn't, it ain't that for real. It ain't. I've genuinely missed, being on social media and feeling like I got something from it. Now it's so fucking draining. Like, and I really used to, well, not used to. I be thinking now, like, how the fuck did I stay on social media as much as I did back then? Cause now, girl, hell no, fuck no, like no, absolutely not. It's just too much going on now. I'd rather not because I could feel what it does to me as a person. I could see negative things and pay attention to how it or how my brain responds to whatever negativity is being posted, opposed to when we was younger and we was just having fun. Like we literally was just having fun. Girl, I don't know what the fuck this shit is now. It's so crazy. I just feel like it's so hard to see genuine things now. It's just so hard and it shouldn't be like that. But that's the reality of the world. I feel like yeah, that's just the reality of the world. If the masses aren't doing a certain thing, what would the world be? If they aren't all following the same, I guess, negative outcomes. Low key, what the fuck would the world be? They kind of make the world go round. I can't lie. In a sense, not saying we couldn't be better. We definitely can be better. We most definitely can be better. But a lot of people are choosing not to be better. A lot of people are choosing to place their faith in other people. That's what's really killing me. And then, not even that, they're placing their faith within other people and then trying to go and mimic whatever it is that they're expecting out of other people. Nobody is paying attention to how everything starts with self. Like, it does not matter. A lot of things start with self. And if you want to genuinely understand something, if you want to genuinely figure out how you can make the best of a situation, you have to know yourself. You have to know if you're even equipped to be in whatever it is that you're trying to do. You have to know what it's going to take for you to be able to do what it is you're trying to accomplish. Will you have the mental capacity for it? If not, what can you do to make sure that your mental is, in the right area that it needs to be? Girl, we don't focus on shit like that. We just do shit. Like, people literally just be doing shit. Nobody's intentional about the things that they do. And that's just so sad to me. That's sad. Because I feel like people have so much potential. People have so much potential. I literally remember when I thought life was just I don't even know. Like, it was just a world of chaos. I don't know. But being able to alchemize my situation, being able to want better for myself and better for the people around me, and then actually being able to do better for myself, actually being able to, you know, switch my circumstances, change the way my mind thinks, and all of that. I realized, girl, if I could do it, we all could do it. What the fuck is going on? But I'm also knowing that a lot of people don't have that mental capacity. A lot of people, circumstances are just way different than mine. So no matter how hard I fight for somebody, they ain't no telling if they're gonna want to fight for themselves the way that I would fight for them. It is crazy. That's the reality of it. That's kind of sad. That actually makes me a little sad. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, girl, we definitely put too much. What I've never really been a relationship couple type of person. Like, I watch the content, but I'm not holding a certain standard within people. That's not my. I shouldn't have no input on nobody else's relationship. So when all this stuff be happening and people mess up, low key, that's the reality of a relationship. People on social media are trying to make things seem as if everything has to be perfect. But if you would literally focus on yourself and be within your own, relationships, or focus on your own things going on in your life, you will see, girl, all of this shit is not fucking easy. And that's not to excuse nobody's actions, but girl, we all fuck up. And that's that, girl. Me a couple years ago, I wouldn't be speaking like this. I'd be like, girl, no, I be doing everything right. Da, 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 da. But no, me today, girl, we all fuck up. Trust. Even if you don't pay attention to it, and even if you're in your eyes, you don't see yourself fucking up. There's still a chance in somebody else's eyes you're doing something that they wouldn't like to tolerate. You're doing something that they're not okay with. Outside of like obsession and possessiveness, like, girl. Mm-mm. But like, maybe you said something in your eyes, you didn't see nothing wrong with what you said, but in their eyes, what you said contributed to some shit that happened way, way, way in the past to them, and they not fucking with whatever it is that you said. Like, that's the reality of it. You literally have to think about things from all different perspectives. So that placing your faith in other people's relationships, not really knowing anybody's background story at that, and not to try. This is not to try and excuse them. I mean, not excuse or use their. This is not to try and use their trauma as like an excuse, because at some point in time in your life, you are responsible for the mayhem that you cause. But some people are literally not aware of the fact that they have to, not have to, but they don't. even see the need in trying to overcome certain traumas. So it's like you're putting yourself in other people's shoes. You're trying to basically make your situation their situation. You're projecting yourself onto them. And because they're not fulfilling something that you hoped and wished and placed your desires in, now it's just like you disappointed and you can't believe it. You most shocked than the couple or the people themselves that had to break up. You're more shocked than them. And girl, we should never be that invested in somebody else's life. That's kind of crazy. People don't pay attention to that, but that shit is crazy. Being that invested in somebody's life. And another thing is people be expecting shit to last forever. I genuinely feel like as humans, not everybody is meant to have people that are in their lives forever. Not everybody is meant to maintain relationships, well, consistent relationships like that. Some people are quite literally meant to just dibble and dabble. That's the reality of it. That is literally the reality of it. Everybody's trying to live the same life. Like I keep talking about, everybody's trying to live the same life. Everybody is looking at what other people have, and they're not looking at what's best for their circumstance. And I feel like because you're not looking at what's best for your circumstance, of course, you're not going to find people that are long lasting in your life because you're trying to mimic something that has nothing to do with you. You haven't even learned the lessons that you need to learn within life, and you're trying to mimic somebody else's situation. And now you're wondering, oh, why can't I have this? What is it about me? It's You're not trying to fix yourself. You're not trying to make sure that you're not bleeding onto other people. A lot of people be, it's just mixtures of blood out here. Like a lot of people literally be coming to other people wounded up, beat up, cut up, bleeding on other people. Not a girl, and it's a chain effect or a domino effect, whatever the fuck, girl. It's just, it's so crazy. But I can say the more you work on yourself, the more you realize, like, the more it's so much easier to pinpoint those people. You don't even have to have a conversation with certain people. It's in their face, it's in the way that they act, in the way that they talk and carry themselves. Literally, it's in certain words that they say. Like, I'm telling you, when you get away from what you wished you had or what you thought you needed and start focusing on what you actually need, what you actually can have, you start seeing the difference in what it is that people have to offer you. Like the universe literally starts sending you stuff that you genuinely, I'm not gonna say desire, but more so need, honestly. You just gotta work for it. How bad do you really want it? I don't know. People say they want it bad, but they don't want it that bad. But nah, people really be expecting shit to last forever, and that's where you fuck up. I feel like a lot of people's first relationship is not. It's not meant to last forever, but people feel like they want to drag that on. Everybody want to have a first love. Everybody want to have a forever. Everybody want to do this. Everybody want to do that. Girl, learn a little bit, live a little, grow some experience. You can't continue to have experience from just one person. I can't lie to you. Sometimes you got to deal with different people to be able to see different outcomes, different circumstances, different mindsets. Literally, I've been a lot of things. I've been in a lot of things, and I feel like, yeah, when it comes to amount, sometimes people just be doing shit just to do shit. Sometimes people be doing shit just to do shit. I could personally say for myself, I've always tried to be moderate. I've tried not to overdo shit. So I have experience, but it's not like I was just, cut that. I have experience with people. And I can say, because of my experience with people, I know that everybody's not the same. I know that everybody doesn't deal with things differently. And I know that me or the way that I respond towards people is different as well. I didn't treat it. I literally did not treat everybody the same. Crazy part about it, like I've seen how diverse I could be with people, how different I could be with people. And from time to time, I think and I try and like reflect and analyze my behaviors towards certain people and what made me feel the way that I felt, or what made me react the way that I did. It's important for you to be able to pay attention to those things so you can, well, when it comes to actually choosing people, you'll know what it is what you want. You're not just choosing shit because you feel like you have to. You're not choosing shit because you feel like you don't want to lose somebody. Like, girl, all these fucking different people that'll give you different experiences, like, you have to, I feel like experience is vital. But that's just me. But people get so caught up. And it's understandable. I can't lie. I get it. People get caught up. People feel certain things for people that they've never felt for anybody else. I get it. I get it. I get it. I do. But your love for yourself definitely has to outweigh that. Even when you do find a person that just matches you perfectly, don't ever let that love for yourself lower than the love that you have for them. Never, 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 never. Because you don't ever want nobody to get too comfortable and they just start cutting up. I feel like everybody has a point where they slip. It's not even a matter of just going ballistic or just acting crazy, but everybody have a point where they fuck up. And not saying fuck up like cheating, girl. I don't play that shit. I'm not referring to cheating or nothing like that when I say fuck up. I mean, like, they fuck up, like they're gonna do something that upsets you. They're gonna do something that make you look like it's gonna come a point because everybody's not perfect and everybody's day is not gonna be at 100%. Some days people are gonna wake up and they gonna feel like they at 45%, and because they're at 45%, they just don't have the energy to even really try as a human. Like, you have to be able to give grace to people, be graceful. And the way that you do that is learn to be graceful with yourself. Can't have these certain standards for other people and not have a standard for yourself, but at the same time don't overdo it with yourself. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. Don't make yourself feel like you're supposed to be this perfect person, because you're not. You can't be perfect. Maybe, I'm not gonna lie, in my eyes I feel like I'm perfect, but I've always felt like I used to try and I don't know. I don't know. My situation is interesting, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I feel like when I say I'm perfect in my eyes, I'm exactly who I feel like I want to be. And I feel like I'm as gentle with myself as I want to be. I feel like I'm as hard on myself. I feel like I'm as hard on myself as I need to be and want to be. I feel like I'm as open with myself as I need and want. Stuff like that. Like, everything just matches, everything is balanced. That's why I see myself as perfect in my eyes. It just feels right. And if there's something you're not fucking with, fix it. What can you do to change it? What can you do to make sure that you're perfect within your own eyes and not in a egotistical type of way? It's perfect in a way that's humble, that makes you feel comfortable with yourself, that makes you feel like it, anybody coming to you talking that shit, girl, none of that shit matters. None of that shit matters. None of that shit matters, because you know who you are within yourself. You know what it took for you to even get to this point. That's what I mean by perfect. Nobody can come to me and say anything about me that's gonna make me feel like, damn. Cause, girl, they can go to hell. They literally, quite literally, can go the fuck to hell. I don't give a fuck. They don't got shit to do with me. And it usually, when people got shit to say about me, it be people that is not really doing too good in life. And I just be looking like, okay, girl. Okay, girl. But yeah. So I guess when you start looking at yourself that way and you stop feeling like you need other people for shit, you stop feeling like you need other people to do certain things for you, or fulfill a certain purpose in your life. Like, you don't get to make that choice for yourself. I'm not gonna lie. The universe makes that choice. You just gotta work with yourself. What can you do for yourself? That's pretty much just all that's in your control. You can't really control nobody else. You can't control what everybody else does. You can't control how somebody treats you. You can only control if they remain in your life or if they don't. That's just that. But yeah, that's all I have to say. It's raining today. I feel great. Hope you have a great day. I love you. Goodbye.